Well, we've got a 11,000 watt generator, which we thought would be questionable on the new conveyor. And we've got a 25,000 watt. Well, the 25,000 watt wouldn't even pull it. So we had to run from the shed, a welder cord, my generator cord. Then we had to go get a cord a buddy had laying in the building that he hadn't used in 50 years, literally. So we had to put new ends on them, get them all together so that we could run the conveyor. It does run. We run it dry with the new cords. So. All right, like I said, we've got it wired all the way to the shop, about 100 feet. We got extra cord on it now, but gonna put 500 bushel of seed in the tandem, and then, as I've told you, we still got to get an auger on this pup so that we can haul fertilizer in it. But I'll bring you when we get going here. Take you around the other side where I'm not in the shadows. Just letting it warm up a second. Brand new. Did I mention that? Run it on open, Bob. Run it on open or no? Like she's working. When cord's getting hot, they were laying in the sun. I was telling them they were already hot when we started. He says they're good. Take long to load a truck with that. We're not even crowded, I don't believe. Alright, later guys. Got her opened up now. We're as high as we want to be on the angle finder. We should flatten it out a little, I think, but it's moving grain now, boy. Well, we're under bin number 2, putting it on the semi. That way we can get it all cleaned at once. We actually stalled it because we're running on so many cords, I suppose. On the first bin, we were crowding it pretty hard and stalled it. Thought we were in trouble. We let it cool down about 15 minutes, hit the button, it took off loaded. So we got fortunate there. Still moving a lot of grain. Well, I shot it in with a transit yesterday. The dirt work here we're doing for my son-in-law and daughter. And we were still a little bit low on one corner. I'm pumping water down there in the bottom. There's water coming up where I've been digging, and this corner right here was just a little bit low. So I've hauled another 6 loads in this morning, and we're getting close, I think. I had it within about a ½ inch, well, a little more than that, inch, less than 2 inches total on where we were at. See what I said earlier, it's hard to do this one-handed. It don't generally stop. It's hard on the clutch. We got some pretty big stuff in there this time. And get it started out like that, then pretty well I can crowd it out then. Trying to keep it right there on the corner. Keep from turning the scraper over. I think I'm gonna haul 1 more load or 2 more loads, and I'll knock it all back down and see where we're at. Sorry, fellas. My daughter said in her quote it was something over $40,000 to do the dirt work. Now, granted, that wasn't with them taking it right here out of the pond. That would have been cheaper, I'm sure. But that's still a lot of money. And when you got the equipment to do it, it'll save her a ton of money. Pretty steep off into here. It doesn't show it, but it's pretty steep. Alright, I'll see if I can do this one-handed. I need to get my GoPro out, I guess. That time. Too hard to do one-handed. So I'm running backwards the way I was the other day because I hit water here. And I can drag the scraper through it. Again, it doesn't show. I'm cutting a track probably 1.5 foot, 2 foot deep there. But as long as we're not scraping, we can pull through it. At the moment. That ground keeps pumping. We'll be in trouble shortly. Alright, later. guys, Saturday morning. We got the sun at my back there. We are doing some corn stalk bales this morning. It's the 29th of September. This is the 26 acres we did not spray due to the high nitrates in some of our hay grazer. I told you we wanted to bale some corn stalk bales to mix with it. And that's what we're doing. I'll flip you around here. And we aren't really into taking residue off, but feed is still an issue in our area. Prairie hay's over $100 a bale. And this was our best option, we thought. So anyway, we're gonna bale up a few. I don't know how many. In my head, I thought we'd bale 50, but I don't know what Bob has in mind. As I've stated, it's cows aren't mine, so whatever he wants to do, we'll do. So, not too much going on this morning. I'll just bring you back when we get a few baled and on the ground. I think he's got 3 on the ground now, so that was a little partial. That he got in that Johnson grass is the only thing we can think. There was a little bit of dampness in the Johnson grass, and it kind of didn't want to run the pickup, so he had to dump out when he did get it net wrapped, so we don't have a mess. And I'm not doing any end rows or anything. I'm just flipping around, and he can follow where I go, and what we get, we get. Bring you back. We're getting a few on the ground. The windows are terribly dirty. Haven't been running too long here. I went ahead and did some, because Bob said he'd like to have 75 bales, so I suppose we're going to need to get all we can get. It's doing pretty good. I don't know, Bob hoped for 3 an acre. I think we're doing better than that even. Well, that sun's messing with that video. Looks like he's plugged up. Windy. Gonna be 93, I think they said today. So, seems like we're kind of fighting things here a little bit. Sure what he's doing. Your net wrap's all goofed up on the edges. Well, looks like it's going to be a fight today. Looked like he was digging net wrap out of the edges. Those stalks are tough. All it takes is one getting hung under a roller and then it rips the net wrap. Like that. Hopefully he gets along better. Like I said, everything's against us. The humidity, the wind, the heat. We may have to call it here in a little bit. Come back this evening. Well, this is where we've got to. I'm just about done. Probably like 2 passes here. A couple hours later, I guess. Focus out there, but yeah, there it is. few. I think Bob said we're sitting somewhere around 60 now, and he's a lot of windrows behind me, so I was way off on my 50, and he's probably even going to get more than his 75 he hoped for. Anyway, I'll probably end the baling here and see what's next on the project. May do some dirt work later this afternoon. Finally got the baler figured out. Nothing major, just stalks hanging. You guys that bale know that corn stalks can be a little difficult. Talk to you later.